Yeah, I mean,
That,
yeah,
yeah, what are you supposed to say?
yeah. I mean, how human relationships have changed. It's actually something that he's been affecting me. Because I mean, for example, I've been doing this like being in school, which is I mean the Tech Millennium, which is a university here. And I'm doing it online, right? So those are actually like 7 hours a day, and then after that, I do have to be working at home too, which is a home office. And actually, I feel like I'm in jail actually when I'm here. Like sitting all day on the same place is just stressing me out. I don't know if you have been having some situation like this.
Yeah, I could say like I. The thing is that since coronavirus happened, there's a lot less of social contact in real life. So you do kind of have to like mostly sit home, do school, and yeah, that's the reason like I started like texting a lot to other people because thanks to the internet, you can meet so many different people and you
Yeah.
can learn so much more about other cultures through just talking to new people.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I mean, in this time that I've been in the current, I mean, with the pandemic, I've been talking to a different people, meeting a different um, personalities. That's the word. That you will not be able to meet in your own country. Because I mean, I've been talking with people that is from the United States, that all of them are like too active and stuff. I mean, when I used to live in the United States, I mean, Mexico is not that easily to be, seeing people dancing on the street and stuff. But when I was in the United States, I've been doing that, and that was like normal, and I was like, what the fuck, and stuff. And I mean, it was just open mind for me. And like meeting people like you that is from Europe, which is in the other side of the lake.
Yeah,
It's like it's nice to be able to meet people that you will not be able without the internet and without the technology that we have right now.
yeah, same thing. Me, I didn't think that I would really meet people from North America or South America or Latin America or Asia or Africa or Australia because you have to travel there and it's like what's the good thing about the internet and social media is that it's like a place where people can meet and just show their personality, what they like, and you also then learn about other people.
Exactly. And what about your country? How has been the coronavirus going with everything?
Mm, in March, it was bad. In April, it was still bad. In May, they opened up the restrictions and school started again. And then in the summer vacation, it was like really that was probably the peak of like getting back to our daily lives because there was pretty much no cases. And
Yeah.
then in August to September, it skyrocketed because since they uh, people were allowed to do more daily stuff. It caused more spreading of the coronavirus, and now we're a bit back to March, April kind of period where we're a bit more inside of the house.
Got it. Yeah, I've been having the same problem. And actually, that also started here in March, and that was on my birthday, actually, when we returned to the house and being having the classes online and stuff. It was like, oh, damn, for real?
This
But
is what I'm gonna do the whole year.
yeah, hopefully. And I wonder about your country because I don't really know too much about how do we say that in English? Norwich? Uh,
In English, it's in Norway.
Norway. Okay. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
know. Um, I wonder, have you been difficult situation to the cultural differences?
The thing is that Norway is like considered to be one of the best countries to live in the entire world.
Yeah.
So many people from different cultures come to this nation to live here,
Mhm.
and that makes it now it's gone from a very poor country to a very multicultural country where a lot of different people live here. And it's like the thing is about having so many different cultures is that something you could, in a way, it's hard to know what like is good manners in a specific country, or how do you talk to them, and how do you be polite in a specific one. What is polite in your culture can be like totally different in theirs. And also it's like, since there are religious differences, it can be like living in a country where it's very multicultural. You have to like approach situations so that every single culture can like benefit from it.
Yeah, I've been heard that maybe, I mean, being I mean, in your country, once is bicultural, I mean, that has a lot of cultures on your country. I think it's good because maybe you can pick the good things from every culture, sorry, and make your own, like do it stronger. You know what I mean? And it's like that's good because you can live with it and grow, like in a good way. You know?
Yeah, if they come with a system or something that actually works really well for our society, we can just like combine it with what we already have to make it even better. And also, like, you have not just like like example with Mexico, when tacos came here to Norway.
Oh,
I
really?
think that, yeah, because it's pretty much like everyone eats it now, tacos, even though it's a kind of different type of taco. That is a very good example of when a culture have had a huge impact on the food of Norway.
And what about it? Do you like tacos?
It's like, I have seen pictures of Mexican tacos and it look totally different. But it's still you put things, vegetables and meats and all that.
You have to
And
come to Mexico and try the real one, bro.
Yeah, I do have to, but I heard it tastes totally different.
They do actually. I mean, I'm going to give you this thing. I just went to the neighbor country, which is the United States, and I tried the tacos over there, and that was completely different. And they are nearest than you. You know what I mean? And it's like they don't.
The Taco Bells in the US are much more European tacos.
I'm going to tell you something. Taco Bell is not as. It is not exactly like the Mexican taco. You know, it is totally different. It's totally different.
Yeah.
I mean
because they're much more European type tacos.
Yeah.
Taco Bell.
Yeah, it's not the same. And
then. It's like that's an example when also that it's not the same when you get kind of influence from other countries. You maybe change it so that your kind of people will like it a little bit more, because you have good ideas, but there may be things you want to change so that your people would get satisfied. And that is an example when we have changed maybe tacos a little bit from yours, just like putting things in the tacos that the Norwegian people prefer.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I mean, for us, a taco is just like a combination of food, which whatever we want us, to put in it. Because for example, my breakfast actually this morning was because it is 11:05 in here in the morning, and once I was trying to make me something to eat, it was just a taco, but it is not the taco that you usually eat over there. For us, a taco is just whatever we want to put on the taco. I mean, in the tortilla. And for example, I eat sausage with eggs inside of a tortilla, and that's what I was eating, And it's like I've heard about gourmet tacos and stuff, but I mean that's just too different. I mean, I think that a taco should be costing something like that. Well, I'm going to tell you that, of course, the tortillas are not usually made on the countries on the other side, but I don't know. I mean, for me, Ichaco is just Ichaco. I don't know why it doesn't taste the same, but of course, all those are different cultures, and everyone has their own kind of tasty that likes more, than the others.
And do you have this next question? What problems could be caused by rejection of differences and lack of tolerance? So this is like when people have different kind of opinions and views on something, and people can't really tolerate other people's meanings or views on it. That is kind of like the US election is like if you vote for Biden, all the people that vote for Trump don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I mean, it's like an interwar.
Yeah. Why can't everyone just like be friends? Because why is your vote supposed to like decide your fate in terms of your friendships and your family?
Yeah, exactly. And that's not just on the government stuff. That's actually something that happens even inside of their own culture. Because for example, here in Monterrey, we do have two football teams.
Yeah.
And there's one that is called Tigres, and there's another one that is called Rayados. Okay. So once we do have this match, we are in the same league. I mean, the two teams are in the same league. So once we have to fight each other, I mean, not fight like like hits and stuff. I mean, in a match, there's actually like an internal war in here too, because of course all of them want to win and they want their teams to win, but sometimes it is too much and they start to fight on the street and stuff, and that's like, why do we have to do something like this? Why we just can have a good conversation, maybe saying our different opinion, but why do we have to get into the war?
Yeah, so like the answer here is it's totally okay to have different opinions and views on things. It's just that you also have to tolerate and accept that people will have slightly different.
Would you consider the Americans like they are putting themselves too much above everyone? Like, do you think that
they're kind of arrogant in a way?
Yeah, some kind. Yeah.
The thing is like the Americans kind of like, because they come from a country which is so like it's a massive country in terms of like economics and political history and military, and at the same time the people in the US don't really have like that much they don't know that much about the outside world, at least from our viewpoint, because when I saw like a show where they were supposed to like point at a country and name it, and they didn't even know where their own country was. They didn't know where the US was. So this is like a thing that US kind of like needs to have a bit more know a bit more about other countries and respect their kind of like cultural differences. And what's important is that maybe if the president goes on maybe a trip to European countries or down Latin America, to like show that you care about us and what happens in this country, but we also care about what's going on in yours.
Exactly. I've heard. I don't know if you have heard what happened like some months ago when the United States was trying to get into Venezuela, and they were trying to put this president inside, like an intern war and stuff. Like they were trying to change this president, but just because once they had the other president, they'll have more like advantages because they were trying to get the oil inside of the country, and that's why the politicians and stuff were trying to say that, now I do think that the real president is going to be this one. I don't remember what were the names. The other one, the original one was Maduro. The other one, I don't remember exactly the name. but they want to the other one to be the real president because they will be having like more advantages for the country and stuff. You know what I mean when I say that the Americans don't want to be using their own like their stuff. They want to be using the stuff from other countries, like for example Mexico. I mean, I don't know if you know too much about the history here between Mexico and the United States, but there's a lot of
Years.
it's a lot of
Years.
history. It's a lot of history.
Yeah.
A lot of wars, a lot of something that is not the same. That I don't know. I mean, I've heard that. I mean, all the presidents that have come through and passing with the years has had differences with the Americans, and sometimes I believe that the Americans are controlling our president and stuff. But
Because they do things that benefits themselves and not really other people.
Exactly. Well, Terjus,
Then
I think that'll be all for today. Do you want to say something to the Mexican people that are seeing you right now?
they were seeing me. All right, I should say hello, and stay inside. Don't try to go too much outside unless it's necessary. And I also have a question. Isn't Corona is like a name in Mexico?
Yeah, for a beer, actually.
Yeah. Is that illegal now?
Don't need beer.
Because we'll give it Corona. I would
Right.
say it's cool to talk to people from over the Atlantic Ocean, and I hope that things will get better for you guys as well. And I hope that the next president, Joe Biden, will kind of try to make the relationship between Mexico and the US better.
Yeah.
And have like a system that doesn't just benefit the US but also will benefit Mexico.
That would be great, actually. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Terjus. Have a nice day.
Yeah. Adios.